possible, you have to, because caregiver amount is related to infirm and disabled. Possible, the CRA will ask you submit that support document. See, you're disabled, right? Disabled, you have a doctor. Disabled people, they need to fill out T forms. That form is in nurse or family doctor or something. They just fill out. Health care provider, they fill out, they sign their name on it. Then they approve you're disabled. But the infirm, sometimes infirm, the level is lower than disabled. So infirm is, you possible is ask a doctor, family doctor, to give you some notes. Only notes, not the form. Only notes. The right notes says what's the problem, and also like me, I just provide that diagnosis, the CT diagnosis, the report, and on medication related, because my father is dementia. He has dementia. Then I just provide. They say one day I will show you my father, because I have a spouse. Then I cannot claim my father is eligible dependent, right? Because I have a spouse. So I can put my father in another line. Then we'll continue. Okay. So
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So for that one, I just submit that diagnosis report, the CT diagnosis report, and the medication he is taking. Then they match. Okay, the CRA never come to me. Like if I come to my family doctor, then family doctor can give me a note, but they charge me $75. Then I just don't want to pay the $75. Yeah, so that's the good question.
I have a question also, because I still have a confusion.
Yes.
Like as what I says, like if the husband and wife marriage living together and they have disabled child, so which one which one gonna be claimed, the spousal amount or the dependent amount, eligible dependent amount?
No eligible dependent amount, but they still can get amount.
The caregiver amount?
A caregiver, but not in this line. Not in this line.
Different
because
line.
The child, because the child is under 18, right?
Yes.
It's under 18. I will show you which line. Okay, not this line.
Not this line. What I'm confused.
This line is this line is only for spouse and common law partner.
Okay.
And then this child is not spouse. Okay.
Yeah.
And not eligible dependent, right?
Yes.
Because they have husband and wife.
Yeah. So they can just claim spousal.
Yeah. So they claim spousal. They are not eligible dependent.
Okay.
But they do have a child.
Disabled child.
Disabled child. So disabled child is under 18. Under 18 is
just the caregiver amount under 18. Okay.
Caregiver amount. I just show you. Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. It's here. So still like see this the page 5. Did I share my screen?
Yes.
You see that T1, right?
Yeah.
T1 is here. Caregiver amount 80.
Yeah.
Look up 80.
Yes.
Caregiver amount for 80 is caregiver amount for infirm children under 18 of age.
Yes.
Okay. So you just put the number of the
children,
child you claim.
Okay.
And if there is they give you 2,000 something if they
each child,
each child.
Okay.
So if you put 2, then it's 2 times 2,000 to 200.
Yes. Okay, that's what I just want to clarify here. So it's only still spousal amount. Okay, thank you.
There's you still that in this family, they still get a spousal amount.
Spousal amount,
is 76.
Yes.
which is 76, and also they have this infirm children.
Caregiver amount,
then
yeah.
80. Then
Under
80.
18,
Okay.
yes.
Then under 18 is 80. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So. Okay, so 80, everybody is 80. Okay, line 80 is the child. It doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This child is eligible dependent or not eligible dependent. If it's under 18, under 18 is infirm. So then you put the number here. Okay, the yellow box here. The yellow, anything the yellow one, then you can directly you put number here. So how many child you put? Where's the mouse? So look at my mouse. So you put number here, okay? My mouse doesn't work now. Okay, you put number here, okay? So this one is for the children under 18 is infirm or disabled. Like I said, infirm is disabled is connect to caregiver. So the caregiver is under 18, you put here. Okay, under 18 is put here. Over 18, if it's a spouser and the common law partner. If it's a spouser and the common law partner is on here, is on 78. So 78 is the caregiver amount for spouser or common law partner or eligible dependent is over 18. Okay, it's here. But now, is there any questions? So I'm going to do 79 now. Is any explain to 79? 79 is Canada caregiver amount for other infirm dependent age 18 or older is 79. So is anybody have a question or you're confused for the one we are talking before 10 o'clock?
No, Mom, you're explaining everything perfectly.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. So now I'm talking about Canada caregiver amount for the other infirm dependent, age 18 and older. What is other for the other infirm dependent? Okay, other infirm dependent, like for example, my father. Okay, so my father is he is dementia, so he's infirm, right? Infirm. So anything infirm is connected to caregiver. So caregiver, but my father, I cannot put my father is eligible dependent. Is anybody tell me why? I cannot put the eligible, cannot put the 78. 78 is Canada caregiver amount for spousal and eligible dependent. I cannot put the 78. I want to put the 79. I can put 79. Why I cannot put the 78? I want to ask. Why?
Because you're still living with your husband. And
Yes,
you both
because
claims.
yeah,
You both
because
have claims.
because I have a husband, then I cannot claim eligible dependent. So then, right? So I cannot claim eligible dependent. I have a husband. I cannot claim eligible dependent. If I can claim eligible dependent, claim my father is eligible dependent, then I put 78. But now I only put 79. So 79, keep in mind, 79 is other dependent. So it's other infirm dependent. Other infirm dependent is you have to, if you have other dependent, like say if you have other dependent but is healthy, it's no problem, it's healthy, so you cannot claim. Like I will tell you, like for this the another special case is because my father and my mom live with me now. Okay, so then I will tell you. So now you just understand I can claim my father is caregiver amount for eligible dependent. And this amount, the same thing, this amount will reduce my father's net income. If my father's net income is too high, then probably I won't get that. So max amount is 7,000 something, okay? It's dependent on my father's net income. So these the things. Another thing, is complicated one is, another complicated one is because my father and my mom, they are each other. They do tax return is, when they do tax return, they are unit. They are one unit. Okay, they are one unit. My mom claimed my father's spouse amount, and my father claimed my mom is a spouse. But in this case, I still can claim is because my father and my mother, their income is very low because they are living in Canada less than 10 years. Okay, they come to 2009, but they come back to China. Then at least they have to live there for 10 years. Every year. They count every year at least 6 months, okay? Because they live, they just come back. They just come back 2017. From 2010 to 2017, they just are in China. 2017, they think my mom think he cannot take care of my father, so he come to Canada, live with me. So because they are correct, their income is for foreign pension. So in China, foreign pension, and you know that I have to change the China's renminbi to Canadian dollar. So the Canadian dollar is less than 10,000. Less than 10,000. Then because we know the spouse amount must be the spouse amount must be, if less than 10,000, that means they don't need to pay tax. You see, the basic amount, everybody have basic amount is 13,800 something. So they are less than 10,000, so they don't need to pay any tax, and because they are foreign pension, and also they don't need any credit. They don't need any credit for the spouse amount, right? So they don't need to pay tax. So they don't need to claim any credit for spouse amount. So in this case, because my mom not claim my father is a spouse amount, and my father not claim my mother is spouse amount. So in this case, because my father is not claim my mom is not claim my father is a spouse, so I can claim him as other dependent. Okay, if my mother the net income is over that's 13,000. For example, if it's 20,000, so if it's the 20,000 net income, then she do needs claim my father is a spouse amount. Then if she claim my father is a spouse, then I am not able to claim. Then I'm not able to claim my father is a caregiver amount for other infirm dependent. You understand? Because the one person only can claim once. The once is my mom claim my father first because they are family. They are core family. So I cannot say my mom not claim, then I claim. No. So if my mother do claim my father is a spouse, then I cannot claim, because even he live with me, even he is infirm, but you claimed by somebody, then you cannot, then I cannot claim. Okay, then I cannot claim. So that's the rule. So only any credit, only that person cannot be claimed once. Nobody cannot be claimed twice. So this is the one. And because I have because I said I got editing. I got edited from CRA. The CRA, first thing they asked me to prove my father. My father is infirm. Then I proved. Then the CRA is checking. Then the phone, some people, then the CRA employee from CRA, they phone me. They're talking about that. Then I said, yes. First thing he said, your father is a widow. I said no. He's divorced. I said no. He's not divorced. And my father and my mother live with me. Then he said, your father and mother, they are unit. They can claim each other. How you claim your father? Then I said, I have a special situation. Is their low income. So their low income, so my mother is not claiming my father is a spousal. They don't need it because they under 10,000, so they don't need to pay tax. So they don't need any credit for spousal credit. So for spousal amount. So when my mother not claim my father is a spousal amount, then I can claim my father. Right? Then that employee, they said, oh, I'm not sure for this. I'm not sure for this question. So I need ask senior, and I'm not training for that. That's what she says. I'm not training for that. I'm not sure you did it right or not. Then I need to ask the senior. I said, yeah, please, let's see your senior call me. And I need an answer for that right away. Then afternoon, then the senior called me. Then we discuss this. Situation, my situation. Then the senior agreed with me. He said, yes, you are qualified. Then in this case, I never get editing again. So I'm done. So it's all good. Okay, it's all good. So I tell you, that's for special case. So normally, so that's for special case. For me, it's a special case. It's a complicated case. So for this one, I not claim my mother is in caregiver amount because my mom is healthy. Then even she is 85 years old, I not claim that. Okay, now this year is 89 years old now. But 89 years old, she still need no problem for that. I cannot say she is infirm. But if she have some problem, then I can claim both my mother and my father because the dependents, you see, there's caregiver amount for other infirm dependents. Okay, you can claim more than one. It's dependence. Dependence, that means you can claim more than one. If my mom is infirm, then she has a problem, then I can claim my mom and my father both because my mother still, it's the same thing. My father not claim my mother is spousal amount. As long as she is not be claimed is a spousal amount, she still be claimed by me. Okay, so so this one is but now I'm not claim my mother is caregiver amount, not claim 79, only claim my father because he has no problem. And also I have some friend that they come to me, they said her mom, okay, she only have mom live with her. Her father is passed away. So in this case, there's of course no spousal amount, and so only her mother live with her. She said her mother has one ear lost hearing. Okay, one ear lost hearing. We have two ears, right? One ear lost hearing. Then I said, she asked me if I qualify for this 79. That means a caregiver amount for other infirm dependent. She asked me. The question is, she asked me, do I qualify for this one? Because if you got this one, is maximum is 7,000. It's lost. Okay, and she asked me. Then my question is, I'm not sure. I tell her I'm not sure. You need to go to the doctor. Okay, to try, because she said it's lost hearing. So lost hearing, how percentage you lost? You only lost if you only lost 20, or lost 10%. You have a 2 ears, you lost 20%. So I don't think you are infirm. I don't think you are infirm. Okay. So how about if you lost 50, 60? Then I'm not sure. The first thing is you need to get the test, hearing test. You says, okay, my left ear or right ear lost 50. Then you submit to CRA. Then the CRA will decide is infirm or not. I'm not sure, because the Income Tax Act, they didn't say. They don't give you very detail. Okay, they just say the infirm. They not give you detail, like say, because everybody they have a different, the different problem. Like you lost hearing, and somebody is on diet, okay, and the loss of a disorder or food disorder or something like that, or heart problem. There's lots of medical situation. So there's a CRA not set up a very detailed rule for that. So you need submit to CRA, or you phone CRA, find out if it's infirm or not. Okay, if it's infirm or not, you need to submit to CRA. That document, submit to CRA, said yes, it's infirm, then you can do it. Okay, infirm, I said infirm is the lower level than disabled. Disabled is long. Okay, disabled is long term. It's long term, but infirm probably is not like disabled. Disabled, they need the doctor to sign the special form for that. Okay, that's. I hope there's. Is anybody have a question for this?
No question.
Okay, so now I still need we still need to study for that for the Schedule 5. Today we're only stuck on Schedule 5, because I know Schedule 5 is very, very confused. So you ask a question is help you get the question, get the concept is clear. So what here is. Mm-hmm. Why it's come to here? Okay. Is anybody see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
So there's a taxpayer and the dependents do not have to living together for the taxpayer to able to claim that amount. So this amount is 30425 and 30450. Okay, is caregiver amount for the other infirm dependent, age 18 and older. Okay, so this one is complete first to calculate allowance amount for each dependent, because they have if you have more than one, then you have to fill one by one. Okay, so the total number, if taxpayers if taxpayer and the other person support this same dependent, then they can split the claim as long as the total does not exist the maximum amount is 7,348. for that dependent. For this one is, this says you can, if they are, this says, okay, so this one, this says if they are, you can split this amount, like see here. Caregiver amount for the other informed dependent, okay? Like for example, if my father is live with, half year live with me and part of year live with my brother. So me and my brother can split that amount. So that amount, the biggest is 7,000 something. So 7,348. Okay. So but you know, I don't think they are. I don't think they need to split. But anyway, my father is living in my house because my house is bigger than my brother's, and my parents live with me, so we don't need to split that. But if you do need to split, you can split. It's only, I don't think there's some there's brother or sister they split this amount. So anyway, so this amount, how you can claim this amount is, you know, when you put dependent here, you put dependent in, then you here you pick up the name, you pick a name, then if for example you put Tom, then you put Tom here. Okay, for example, there's like I show you, you put Tom, you put the Tom Smith. Okay, you put Tom here, then it's okay if the Tom is 1945. For example, is May 20. It's May 20. Then, for example, Tom's net income. For example, Tom's net income is 10,000. It's 10,000. Okay. Then the relationship, for example, that's Cindy's father, or is Cindy's father. Okay. Or if it's Tom's father, then you put then if it's Tom's father, then it's father-in-law. If it's Cindy's father, it's father. But I said, now I just put Cindy's father. If it's Cindy's father, I put father. Then if Tom is infirm, okay, if Tom is infirm, that's tell me, claim medical expenses. Yes. Okay, medical expenses possible if Cindy and Aaron paid medical expenses for Tom. Claim medical expenses. So medical expenses, I'm going to teach you tomorrow. Okay, medical expenses. So claim medical expenses. You said yes, or not tomorrow. Tomorrow is possible is Wednesday. Possible is Wednesday. So we have a donation. I need to teach you donation. So claim medical expenses. Now we say yes. Claim eligible dependent. Yes or no? Anybody? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Is anybody say no? You tell me, is Tom is eligible dependent?
No.
No. He is living with his
It's an other dependent, belong to other dependent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, Tom, you cannot claim eligible
eligible
dependent.
dependent.
You cannot claim. Okay, you cannot claim eligible dependent because Cindy has husband. Okay, they have a spousal amount. So claim caregiver amount, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, because I said the caregiver amount is related to what? Caregiver amount is related to what?
And infirm and disabled.
In the disabled. So definitely claim caregiver amount. And claim infirm amount, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Infirm amount. Of course, he's infirm. If disabled, still can claim infirm amount. Okay. If Tom is not infirm, Tom is disabled. So if Tom is disabled, still can claim infirm amount. Understand? Because infirm, the level is lower than disabled. Any infirm can claim. Disabled, of course, can claim. Understand? Of course can claim. So if Tom is disabled, so he can claim caregiver amount, and he can claim infirm amount. Okay, then on this, so now I just choose Tom is infirm. So most people is infirm, not disabled is very less people. So when you click on OK, then it's automatically fill up here. So that's you see here. Then information about your dependent. Then so here you see the Schedule 5. Okay, Schedule 5 is caregiver amount for other infirm dependent, age 18 or older. Then the system, this one is the electronic one is very good. Then the system automatically fill up for this line. So Tom here, Tom Smith, then the day of birth, then father. If Tom is Cindy's father, then he put here, okay? Then put here. Then they subtract, line 2 is subtract 10,000. 10,000 is Tom's net income. So subtract is 14. Subtract 14,000, so maximum is 7,000. They won't give you 14, it's give you 7,000. But if you like here, if Tom is 25, if Tom is 25,000, not 10,000, okay? If Tom is 25,000, not 10,000. If Tom is 25,000, we see what happened here. See what happened here? See how many credit he got? How many credit?
Yeah, 0.
Nothing. 0.
It's nothing. Why? Why?
His income is higher than
Yeah, it's
the
24.
yeah.
It's 24, right? So this one, there's a 24 is reduced by the net income. So that means net income is very important. Okay, Tom's net income is very important. So he's a 25, but if it's 20, let's see, if it's 20, how much? So he won't. If it's 20, he only get how much? Oh, sorry. So he only get what? The credit.
4,006.
It's 4,000 because they subtract. Okay, 24 subtract the 20 is 4,000. So maximum is 7,000. Okay, so yeah, so it's kind of this one. This one is that like I said, this one is I put on the Cindy because Cindy is Cindy's father. But if it's Tom's father, I said this credit, this credit is non-refundable credit. So if even Cindy's father, but Cindy's income is very low. Cindy is 20,000 or something. Cindy is a student, it's 20,000. Cindy's net income is 20,000. So probably she won't need that 4,600 credit, or she lost it. So in this case, you put on the Tom. Okay, in this case, you put on the Tom. If you put on the Tom, okay? If Tom's net income is pretty high.
Is it Tom or Aaron's income?
No, put on Aaron, sorry. So, sorry,
okay.
yeah, I got some mistake. So if Tom is Cindy's father, we normally put down the Cindy because Tom is Cindy's father, right? We normally put on Cindy. But sometimes you put on the Cindy, then the Cindy's net income is too low. So too low because this credit is non-refundable. This credit is non-refundable. So possible Cindy will lose this credit because Cindy's net income is too low, then he doesn't need that 4,000 credit. So that it doesn't need that means he lost this credit. So in this case, you put on the Tom. Okay, you put on the Aaron. I always say Tom. So in this case, you put on the Aaron. Okay, when you put on the Aaron, then you just open Aaron's file. Okay, you open Aaron's. Don't delete on Cindy's. Don't like say here. Don't delete on dependents because Aaron and Cindy they share dependent. So you don't put that Tom like some student like last time. You just delete this one. Don't delete this one. Okay, don't delete this one. You just open. You leave this. You leave this one. It's just not claim. It's just I unchecked. See Cindy here, Tom. I unchecked that one, that box. I unchecked that box. It's only put here. That's the information here. So because you, as long as you unchecked, that means you're not claim that. Then the Cindy is not claim that. Why Cindy not claim? Because I said if Cindy's income is too low, he lost. If you Cindy can claim that, then the Cindy might lost this credit. So you just I decided to ask Tom to claim. So when you Tom claim, you click on Tom, then you click on dependent, then you click on here. Then Aaron claim. Aaron claim it. Sorry, I always say Tom. So when Aaron claim that, so you click on Tom, then the net income doesn't need help. Then you need to change father-in-law. Then you need to change here, father-in-law. Okay, only change this one, relationship. Other one is you don't need to change this one. Okay, the net income, day of birth, then this one. Then you decided to let Aaron claim. Let Aaron claim, then we just claim medical expenses. Yes. Claim eligible dependent. Yes or no?
No.
Yeah. Is anybody say yes? Is anybody say yes? Okay, there's nobody say yes. That's good. When I teaching this one, somebody still say yes. Okay. That's he. If you say yes, then you still confused. Okay. So Tom is not eligible dependent for Aaron. Okay, because Aaron has a wife, so he cannot claim eligible dependent. Then he claim caregiver amount. Caregiver amount.
Yep. He's
Yes. Why? Because
infirm.
it's infirm, right? Then the claim infirm amount.
Yep, of course.
Yes.
Infirm.
So in this case, that means Aaron claim. Okay. In this case, it's Aaron claim. Then you click OK. And then you see Aaron claim. See here, 20,000, then I have 4,000, so the Aaron claim. Then on T1, you will see on T1, Aaron on T1, that's 79, I think 79. Yeah, 79, they get 4,000 here, right? 4,000 says 600. But if you click on Cindy, say Cindy, if Cindy has something. So Cindy, T1 on 79, Cindy doesn't have, okay? You make sure only one. You cannot Cindy and Aaron both, okay? Only one. So Cindy doesn't have. Why? Because when you click on Cindy, then you click on dependent, you click on Tom, there's nothing, there's no box to check, okay? The no box to check, that means Cindy is not claimed. So Cindy is not claimed. It doesn't matter is father-in-law because Aaron claimed. So I put the relationship is father-in-law. You will say, well, you said Tom is Cindy's father. Why you put father-in-law? Because they both share dependent. They both share dependent. In this case, is Cindy not claim anything for Tom. So that doesn't matter. So this one, father-in-law doesn't matter. Don't need to change, okay? You don't need to change father here. Don't need to change anything because Cindy is not claim Tom. So you only, So it's Aaron claim Tom is the father-in-law. Okay, Aaron is 79. They have 79 here. Then Aaron is father-in-law has, you see, Aaron is Tom, right? You click on Tom. Aaron claim everything. So it's for Aaron is father-in-law. Okay. On Cindy, because Cindy is not claimed, don't change Cindy as because they share dependent. So is any clear for that? Clear for that?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Yeah. So again, if you like me, like for my situation, because my income is not very low. Okay, if your income for this one, if your income is very low, I said very low is normally lower than 30,000. So you got to be careful. Lower than 30,000, you got to be careful. Is that let the people, the income is higher than 30,000 to claim that credit. Okay, like for me, the family is I claim it. Even my income is lower than my husband, then I still can claim it. The first thing is my father. My father is related to me, then I claim that. And another thing is my income is not very low. So if it's not, I'm not going to lose credit. I'm not lost credit, so I just claim it. So normally is you can claim the person related. Okay, so first thing is you claim person with related is better. Okay, so and the second thing is you need to look into it. If that person claim he or she is income is too low, so she and he income is too low, and might lose that credit. So in this case, the person with high income claim. Okay, high income claim, but doesn't matter. Always the true is a person with high income claim. You still can, if Cindy's income still 40,000, then Aaron is 50,000, then Aaron still can claim. Okay, it doesn't matter. CRA doesn't matter. But for now is for me is I just put the person with related. Okay, for medical expenses it's different. Okay, only for this one. For the medical expenses, I'm going to teach you the next day, in Thursday or later tomorrow. So medical expenses is different. Okay, and this one is the credit. So today I'm talking about 75. So again, 74, I'm going through that is on last week. Is 74 is personal, basic personal amount. Everybody gets amount. 76 is last week. We're talking about spousal and common law partner amount. 76. Okay, so 76 now is Aaron gets full amount because Cindy's net income is zero. You see, Cindy's net income is zero. If Cindy's net income is more than 13,000, then Aaron won't get anything here. Okay, so now because I didn't put any T4 there, so that's Cindy's net income is zero. So in this case, Aaron gets full amount. Aaron gets full amount is 13. Is still 13,808. Okay, 808. So again, so these spousal and common law partner is reduced by the net income, by this person's net income. And 77, line 77 is amount for eligible dependent. I already go through that. Okay, 77 is the amount for eligible dependent. So these eligible dependent, this credit is the same. The maximum amount is 13,808, but still they reduce by this dependent's net income. If that dependent's net income is zero, then he get a full amount. Then full amount is $13,808. Okay, if it's zero, if the dependent's income is zero, the same thing it looks like the same thing is the same thing is spouse and common law partner. And also the caregiver amount 78 is caregiver amount for spousal and common law partner for eligible dependent and other eligible dependent age 8 or older. So these 78 is like if your spousal and eligible dependent is unhealthy, so they have an infirm and disabled, then you can get this amount credit. So this credit is maximum is 7,000, and still this credit is reduced by this person you claim, by the person who you claimed this person's net income. Okay, this person who you claim it's net income. So if the net income is too high, you won't get anything for that 78. Okay, then 79 is the caregiver amount for other infirm dependent. Okay, other infirm dependents is age 18 old, then you put 79. It's here. Line 80 is caregiver amount for infirm children under 18. So anything is under 18, and then you put here. Okay, under 18. You have a children under 18 and infirm, then you put line 80. Okay, that's basically is the one I taught today. So now I give you an example. Now I need to talk to you is the bank. The girl is at the bank. Okay, the lady at the bank. Then she has a situation. She has a 2020 tax return. Okay, so last summer she got a letter. Okay, the first thing is I tell you this girl she is doing paper return. She's not doing electronic return. So I'm going to then I talked to her last Wednesday. Okay, not Friday, last Wednesday. I went to the bank, then she still need to talk to me because her case is not finished, and she still talk to me. Then I give her suggestion is I want to teach her, suggest her use statute tax this year to her 2021 return. Okay, so we will now discuss her 2020 return. So for the 2020 return, and her situation is she has husband and she has a son. The son is I think is 8 years old or 9 years old. Okay, it's 9 years old. For I'm not sure it's 8 or 9 years old. Then she has husband and a child. Then she live with her mother and the father. Her mother and the father live with her. Okay, mother and the father live with her. Exactly like me, her mother and the father is they just collect the foreign pension. So the foreign pension is less than 10,000. Okay, and it's couple thousands. So less than 10,000 is 7,000 or something. Okay, it's 7,000 is pension. Okay, and collect the foreign pension. Then what she doing is she claim, let me introduce her family, okay? And the mother and the father. And her father in 2020, then he got surgeon at Foothill Hospital. Is for heart bridge, okay? The heart bridge that the surgeon is a big surgeon. In Foothill Hospital. Then her father lived in hospital for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Then after her father discharged from hospital, then the doctor suggests her to stay in bed at least 4 months. Okay, at least 4 months, stay in bed and rest in bed at least 4 months. That's the she got notes from that. Okay, discharge from hospital. Then she got notes for that. Then when she did tax return, okay, when she did tax return, when she did tax return, she did 2020 tax return. She put her father, okay, she put her father is eligible dependent because she think her father is dependent on her. Before, she not put her father is eligible dependent because he think her father can take care of himself. But now he stay in bed. He depend on her. He do need something help. So she thinks her father is eligible dependent. Okay, so she apply for lines 77, for line 77 and another 78. Then she also put 78. 78 is Canada Care amount, Canada caregiver amount for sponsor or partner and eligible dependent age 18 and older. So she got the 77 and 78. 77 and 78. Then she got two amount here. So she put the 78 is 8,300 something. Then this amount is 13,808. She got two here. 77 is 78. Then the CRA, then last summer, the CRA sent her letter, ask her to redo Schedule 5 because we know this is Schedule 5. I teach you this was Schedule 5, okay? Because the Schedule 5 we do electronically, so you know electronic is they automatically do this one, okay? But for her, she's doing a paper return. She just fill out this one, okay? Fill out that amount for eligible dependent. Then she fill out this one, okay? The eligible dependent she fill out. Then for her father's name here, relationship, then put here. And also she put that 304.50 caregiver amount for infirm dependent. Oh no, it's still put here. Caregiver amount for spouse and common law partner. Put the amount here. Okay, put the amount here. So the maximum is 7,348. 7,348. She got both. Okay, and the 13,808 and the 7,348. She got two. That's original. She's doing that. Then he got a letter from CRA asking her to redo the Schedule 5 because she's doing paper return. Ask her to redo Schedule 5. So now, then she just got panic because she doesn't know what's wrong and she doesn't know how to redo it. So now the question for you is, you tell me what's wrong. Is she did wrong or right? If it's wrong, what's wrong? Why did CRA ask her to redo it? The question is, she asked me the question. She said, why did CRA ask me to redo it? I think I'm fine. Why she asked me to redo the Schedule 5? Should we tell me? Why?
Maybe because she claimed the eligible dependent even though she has a husband.
Yes. So this one is, she's wrong, right? She cannot claim eligible dependent, right? So she cannot claim eligible dependent because she has husband, like that, Cindy and Aaron. Okay, then she cannot claim it. That's the first thing. But if she cannot claim that amount, so she cannot put anything here, right? She cannot put anything here. First name, like her father's name, blah blah. Is correct. She cannot put here. So leave this one is bracket. Is correct.
Yes, ma'am, correct.
So she cannot fill this field. She cannot fill this part. Then can she fill this part? Because she thinks her father is infirm. Can she fill?
Yes, ma'am, she can.
But you see, this one is Canada caregiver amount for spousal and partner and common law partner or eligible dependent. So these ones are only for a spousal and eligible dependent. So does she can fill this this one?
Yes, because it's for eligible dependent age 18 or older.
So her father is eligible dependent?
No, because he has a spousal amount.
Yes.
claimed.
So she cannot fill this amount. She cannot fill this part. Okay, then that means she did wrong. So she filled this part. Then she filled this part. I said this part she cannot fill, and this part she cannot fill. So then she lost. She tell me she lost that 7,000. Then she lost 13,000. Then because there's 20,000, it's almost 20,000. So 20,000 times 15 is one. Is how much? It's lots of tax.
With 3,000?
Yeah, it's lots of tax. So she need to pay. Then she said, "Wow, I lost lots of tax." So you tell me, she can. Do you have something you can make up for her?
Yep, she can.
She can. Which one she can? She can.
Other
Yeah.
dependent caregiver amount.
Yes. Then she can do this one. 304.50 Canada caregiver amount for other dependents, right? So this one she can put her father there. She can put her father here. So in this case, so that's what I tell her because she do paper return. Okay. Then I said your father might qualify. Your father might qualify for this one. 304.50. So 304.50, but the 304.50 maximum is 7,000. So it's not like 20,000. She got 7,000 here. She got 7,000 here. That's 7,000, and she got 13,000 here. So I said, probably you still need to pay the tax. But anyway, you feel that CRA asked you to fill to redo that Schedule 5, then you redo Schedule 5. You do this one, okay? Then you do when she did this one, okay, here. She did this one, but she still paper return. The problem she did the paper return. When she did this one, then last Wednesday, I went there. I went to the bank. Then she come to me. She said, CRA asked her to pay 1,000 something. I said, why? And because she said, yes, CRA accept her to inform because that time I tell her, my CRA don't think you are informed, but I think you are informed. Okay, and it's depend on CRA make decision because you have on 5 months and at least 5 months in bed because the doctor says 4 months in bed and 6 weeks in hospital. So it's plus is 5 months. So 5 months under half year, but I'm not sure if they think you are inform or not. Okay, it's depend on you are not in bed, but you still need to take care of, right? And you're sitting on the chair or something, you still need to take care of, but you still inform. But I'm not sure because this situation, how long you need to recover or something. And her father is a big surgeon, is heartbreak, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know that medical knowledge. So I said, you just give the CRA the notes. Then if CRA are thinking you are informed, then they accept you. Otherwise, they refuse you. If they refuse you, you won't get that credit. You won't get that credit. Okay. Then she after like Wednesday, she tell me she got a letter from CRA. The CRA accept her inform, but CRA says she is not called. She still cannot get that credit. She still cannot get credit. What happened? Then I say why? Then she just gave me a very surprised. I said why? I said she accepted your information. You can get that in credit. Then she tell me the story is because in 2020, she used her father's money because her parents sell that property in China, okay, that rental house in China. Then they transfer money in Canada. Then she used that money to purchase that stock. Then in 2020, that year, she made lots of money, but this money is under her father's name. She put on her father's name, but I don't know. Then I said, you have to put on the mother's name or the half. But how because that money is your father and the mom, right? You at least you half. Why you put on your father's name? Then she said, I have no idea. She said, I just put my father's name. Then she put her father's name. Title is her father, but this year she make lots of money. She didn't tell me how much money. Okay, she said make lots of money, for that investment income. So then she tell me. So I said, so your father's net income is over 23. So in 2020, that is not 24. Okay, it's 23 something. I said it's over 23 something, and she said yes, more than that. So he cannot get. So the net income is over this amount. So that the credit is zero, right? So when she's doing the electronically, then the system is automatically give to you. When you put net income, they automatically give to you. But she doesn't know when she just do the paper. She doesn't fill out here. It doesn't fill out the line 2. You just put the maximum is 7,000 because she tell me her parents is under 10,000. It's a foreign country pension under 10,000. It's like me. They should get 400, but her father's income should include investment income. Okay, so she won't get anything here. So then she need to pay 1,000. So she tell me the story. I said pay 1,000 right away, in case they charge your interest. I said pay right away. So I think CRA is correct. You got nothing to argue. You pay it. Then the case is closed. Okay, as soon as possible, right away. Then she talked to me on Wednesday. I said paid. Then nothing with argued, could be argued. So pay it. Then your case is closed. Okay, don't argue. And you don't have anything to argue. That's the one. And also she just come to me. Then she gave me another question. Okay, so another question I can tell you when we learn the other questions now I tell you when we learn investment income. Okay, so she tell me in 2020 that stock it do make money. So the stock is she just use her father's parents' money to do transaction in stock market, but is she did, okay? It's not her father's did, but money is her father. She said in 2020 she make lots of money in 2020 stock in the stock market, but 2021 she lost. 2021 she lost. Then she just she has a capital loss, not he lost money. So she said, can I just said if I lost, you can I claim that I lost? I said, yeah, capital loss you still can claim. You can claim. You can carry back that's reduce the previous year, 3 years carry back, and carry forward for future, carry forward forever, in future forever. You never lost, but carry back is 3 years. Then she said, okay, carry back. You said can carry back, so I can carry back in 2020, right? So carry back in 2020, then my father's income is reduced. It can reduce, right? It can reduce because her father's is only the capital gain. They cost him the net income goes high. Then I said, no, you cannot reduce the net income. Is only carry back is only you pay the tax. So these capital gain, you pay the tax, then you pay the tax, then they goes back, then you carry back, then the tax they can refund to you. Is not the income, is not net income reduced. It's the tax they can refund to you. You pay the tax, then you give you a refund. So that means called carry back. If you not pay tax, then there's no refund for you. Okay, that's the one thing. And also you cannot reduce your net income in previous year. It doesn't affect your net income. It's just give you the tax you paid. That's it. Okay, but you don't know. For now, for your guys is too complicated. Okay, because you are not learning. You are not learning investment income yet. You are not learning that. Okay, so when we come to that, then I will discuss you. Okay, and I will discuss with you. So now, so far, her case is closed. I asked her to pay 1,000. Nothing to argue. 1,000 pay it. 1,000 plus interest. I think they charge her interest is 54 or something. Then she just complained to me. She said, I do that, and because I replied the CRA is last summer, because last summer she's asked me to help her to fail Schedule 5. Then she doesn't answer me. So now she just answered me. He asked me pay that, pay this to pay this 55 is too. She think it's too high. I said no. This time is not count. Okay, from last summer to now, this time is not calculate your interest. They only calculate is from May 1st to whatever he read letter to you. Whatever he read letter is says last summer she asked you to fill that Schedule 5. Is this month is only 50 something. They are not counted from the summer to now. Okay, summer to now is not. Otherwise, you charge more tax on more interest on it. Okay, then she just agreed. I said it's reasonable. Okay, pay it. Reasonable, pay it. It's painful. I know it's painful. You have to pay 1,000 something. It's painful. Nobody happy, but you got nothing to argue. Okay, so This basically is here. So again, okay, I try to summarize this today. Is there any questions for this one? Any questions? You can ask me question anytime. Okay, for this one, because I don't want add more. Because that's all Schedule 5 dependent. I know it's some confusion. The lots of people, they made a mistake for that. Okay, they made a mistake for that. I said you have to take seriously. You have to take seriously because this one is in case if you did wrong, like the bank girl, lady in the bank. If you did wrong, then you need to pay and you need to pay and pay the balance with and also with that interest. I don't know that I got that problem again. Can't make that. Any questions? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I tried to because we still have a half an hour. Then I try to summarize. Okay, summarize this one, and because I don't want to give you new things. Today is confusion, so I try to summarize. So summarize. The first thing is we here. The basically is Schedule 5. We're talking about Schedule 5, okay? Then we talk and the schedule. We're looking up T1. So T1 74 is basic amount. So the basic amount is system automatically give to you. Okay. Then 75 you know is old age amount. So the age amount is when you 75 years older. No, 65 years older. Okay, 65 years older, then you get age amount is 7,713. Okay, that's the maximum. Then the age amount also reduced by your net income. If your net income is too high, then they won't get that credit. Okay, that's the age amount. So age amount is you see there's in 2021 your born is your born is 1956 or earlier. If your birthday is 1956 or earlier, that's 65 years old, then you get this amount. Okay, 76 is a spousal and the common law partner amount. So for the common law partner amount, okay, for the common law partner amount is we says spousal and the common law. Spousal is when you have conjugal relationship with somebody, then you legally married. Okay, you legally married, and then you have a spousal. You right away. But for the common law amount, the common law you need to live with conjugal relationship. 12 months is continuously 12 months. After 12 months, then it's your common law amount. You can claim this amount, common law. This one is for you don't have a children. But if you have a children, okay, if you have a children, then you live with somebody, is conjugal relationship, then immediately there's common law. You don't need waiting for 12 months. Okay, it doesn't matter. The one is biological father or mother with the child. Okay, it doesn't matter as long as you have a children. Like for example, that single mother, they have a children, then they live with another man. Okay, live with another man. It doesn't matter that the man is biological father of this child or not. It doesn't matter. Okay, they live with that man, then they automatically, because they have a children, they immediately is common law partner. Okay, is a common law partner immediately. Okay, but if they don't have if don't have a children, is only single, then they live them together. Is you have to wait 12 months. Okay, wait 12 months, and but the some situation is common law partner. They live. They have continuous 12 months. Okay, but if they have a breakdown relationship, is not 12 months yet. For example, they live there together is 10 months. Live together is 10 months. Then they are separate. They separate is because of relationship, not separate by work. Separate this by study. Then they go to another province to go to university or something. That's not count. Okay, it's not count even there's the person is go to jail. It's not count because it's only separate. Is their relationship is breakdown. Okay, is breakdown. Then they separate. But they separate, we have 90 days rule. If they are separate, then they come back. They conciliation, come back together less than 90 days. Then they still count. Okay, like for example, they live together 10 months, then they are separate, breakdown 2 months, then they continue again, then they get back again. So to get back these 2 months, actually 2 months they are not together, but 2 months still count. 2 months still count, so they are 12 months. As long as they get back, then they are common law partner. Okay, because they less than 90 days. But if they are over 90 days, they break up over 90 days. So over 90 days, then they come back. They come back again. So in this case, if they don't have a child, so they come back again, then they count from here. The 10 months is lost. Before they live together, 10 months is not count. Okay, it's lost. It's only count when they come back together. The day they calculate their count is 1 month, 2 months again. Okay, is this one. So in this case, is not, they don't have a child. But if they have a child, they come back again, and they immediately, they are common law partner. Okay, this one is, okay. This one is, so this one is a common law partner. Okay, what is common law partner spousal? The amount for eligible dependent is 77. So amount for eligible dependent 77. So the 77 eligible dependent is equivalent to that with the spousal and the common law partner. Is the lawmaker, they want fairness for the single mother, for single father, single parent. Okay, for the single parent, if they don't have, because they don't have a spouse, so they won't able to claim that spouse amount. So in this case, they allow you to pick up if you have a dependent, then they pick up one dependent as your eligible dependent. Okay, then you can claim. Okay, then you can claim. So that eligible dependent, they have a special rule. The special rule is eligible dependent is only a straight line. The straight line ancestor and or straight line at the descent. So you cannot claim uncle, auntie, and nephew, niece. That's not a straight line. So the straight line is parents, grandparents, or your father-in-law, mother-in-law. It's like this, okay? Or your grandchild, great-grandchild is something, or your sister. If your sister is depend on you, sister, brother, if they are depend on you, is under 18, or you don't have a parents, right? You don't have a parents, then your sister and brother is under 18, then depend on you. Then if you not married, you don't have spousal amount, so you can claim your sister or brother is your eligible dependent. Okay, something like that. Or you have a sister or brother, they are 18 years older, but they have a physical and a mental problem. So they still is your dependent. Okay, they still is your dependent, even they are 18 years old. Is unhealthy, still your dependent, then you can claim. If you don't have a spouse, you can claim. So these are eligible dependent. And eligible dependent, they have a special rule. The special rule is one claim for per householder. If there's some people they share one house, they both qualified, so only one can claim. Okay. And also, eligible dependent, they have a lot. Another rule is when you divorce, the person paid support payment, then he cannot claim. As long as you paid support payment, you cannot claim eligible dependent. And the eligible dependent is they are a state. Normally they are states on the court order or on separate agreement. If they are separate agreement, then the court order doesn't say who claim eligible dependent, then you discuss. Okay, ex-wife, husband and wife, they discuss if they are not paying support payment. If husband not paying support payment, then you discuss with wife who can claim. But if they are share custody, and they both can claim share custody, so they don't pay like a half year with father, half year with mother. So they are not pay. The both of them, they are not pay support payment. So both of them are qualified for claim, but only one can claim. You discuss, okay, only one claim. But if you are not agree, say I want to claim, and another husband said I want to claim, then neither of you can claim. Okay, neither of you can claim. You have to pick one. One claim that. I do see I think is January. In January, I do see the support payment. Is my friend. She just divorced. Okay, she divorced with her husband. Then she asked me to the witness because the lawyer prepare support that the lawyer prepare the separation agreement. Okay, separation agreement, and then she needs somebody to the witness. Then she asked me to do witness. I do see her support that separate agreement. I signed it on the separate witness. I'm the witness. Signed it. I do see this states my friend can claim eligible dependent. They do say it. Most, okay, it's the most. If you find the lawyer knows who pays support payment. Then for her case, is because it's depend on her husband's income, because her husband is self-employment, is that the income is not stable. Then he said, up to how much, then they paid child support payment, and reach to how much, then they paid. Okay, they have a different level. Under 30s, he doesn't need to pay child support. Between 30,000 to 100,000, she pay percentage. I think it says 30% or something. That's the lawyer. Okay, cost. And the lawyer get over 100,000. So then he pays how much that the child support and the spousal support. Then they have a different one. Then they says the mother, my friend, can claim eligible dependent, not her husband. Okay, and even her husband is make 30,000 under. She didn't pay any support payment because they says if his income is under 30,000, then she doesn't need to pay any support payment. But he still cannot claim that. He still cannot claim that eligible dependent. Okay, is mother claim eligible dependent. That's I said. Canada care 79. 79 is Canada caregiver amount for other dependents, for other infirm dependents, age 18 and over. So this one is if you have other dependents must be infirm. If it's not infirm, you cannot claim. Okay, even like say your mother live with you, but your mom is healthy. Even your mom or even your father is 80 years old, but is healthy, but you cannot claim anything here. So you know that this one is a caregiver amount. So caregiver amount is related to infirm and related to disabled. Okay, so you keep in your mind you have other income, you have other dependent. So other dependent must infirm. Then you can get this. Then you can get this credit. Otherwise, you cannot. And also, all the credits is reduced by their income, net income. And 98, 80, line 80. Line 80 is if you have an infirm and a disabled child is under 18, because disabled or infirm, you got the caregiver amount. So this one is under 18 is put here. Okay, so how many you put the number of child, then you get it. This one. Okay, basically is I just did a summarize for this, and also another one is important is because this one is a federal non-refundable tax credit. So the federal non-refundable credit is if you put on the person with low income. If that person is too low, the income is too low, then probably he lost that credit. Okay, probably he lost credit. So in this case, the person with high income claim that one is better. Okay, so what is then the student ask me, Helen, you said is income is too low. What is means too low? I cannot give you exactly the number because everybody have a different situation, right? So I only can give to you is 30,000. If under 30,000, you might think about it's too low, but over 30,000, probably you won't lose because everybody have a different situation. So in this case, like you have a spousal amount. If the spousal, you don't have a spousal amount, probably you need that. And lots of situations. So it's only 30. If it's under 30,000, so you may think about put the person with high income. Okay, so normally we are put on person with related, but if you want to put person with high income, always you never wrong. Okay, you never wrong. Like I did is Tom is, for example, if Tom is Cindy's father, then Aaron still can claim. Okay, you ask Aaron claim if Aaron is the person with high income. If Aaron's person with high income, then Aaron still can claim because the father-in-law still can claim. But normally is Cindy. Like for me, normally is I claim my father. It's not my husband. Even my husband has high income than me. Okay, normally is my husband. But you know, when you another situation, okay, another situation. When you read that, if you see here, line 102. What is line 102? Tell me. What is line 102?
Tuition amount transferred from a child or grandchild, ma'am?
Yes. So that's the tuition transfer from your child. Like for example, my elder daughter, she has tuition because when I next week, I'm going to teach you for student return. Okay, student return. Then because student the student income is low, then he won't absorb all the tuition, has unused the tuition, then he can transfer to parents. She can transfer me and also can transfer my husband. So in this case, I will put my husband because the person with high income is better. So see, federal is still federal refundable tax credit. So I just put on my husband. Okay, then the tuition transfer to my husband, not transfer to me. But my father, the credit I just put on me. And because the person who's related is better, as long as that the person the income is not very low. Okay, it's not very low. It's still okay. It's this one. So anybody have a question for this? Anybody
Ma'am,
have a question?
question.
Yeah. Okay.
How about me, ma'am? My tuition, can I transfer it to my daughter?
No, you can. You only can transfer to your parents. The first thing is, if you have a spouse, you must transfer it to your spouse. You cannot transfer to your parents when you have a spouse. Okay, when we do the tuition transfer, I'm going to teach you. So if you have a spouse, you have to transfer to your spouse. So if you don't have a spouse, then you transfer to your parents. You cannot transfer to your son and your daughter. Okay, you can't do that way.
Thank you, ma'am.
So my question is anybody you got a T2202 your tuition form from your East West College?
Yes, ma'am.
You already got, right?
No, we haven't received the form, the actual form from East West.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I haven't received mine.
You haven't do you pay the tuition last year?
Yes.
Okay, so they are supposed to send to you by
Yeah, I actually phoned them last week
Mm-hmm.
and they said that they will email it, but until now we haven't received any.
Okay, that's the problem.
I heard they already sent it to the CRA.
You heard what?
My form was already sent to the CRA by the school.
Yes, it is on the CRA account, but for others who are not filing their own taxes, they do need the actual T22
Uh-huh.
copy because the one at CRA account, it doesn't come in a PDF form.
Yes. So yeah. So neither you go to a school to pick up, or they are sent to you because if you need, you do need it if you do the tax return. Okay, you do tax return. So or you just phone them, they mail to you, or you just come to school to pick up. Okay, so next week I'm going to teach you to student return. Normally I teach student return is by last week, but I find out that childcare expenses, they always somebody in this class, always every term, they always somebody has confused. So in this case, I want to switch that student return first, then you put investment, the last one. Investment is lots of information, but is when you do tax return, is easy. Okay, when you do tax return, because I give you a tax return, the question is easy. I'm not give you a hard time. The hard time I'm going to teach you, your accounting student, is purchase stock. Okay, you purchase stock, then you sell it, then you purchase it, then you sell it. It's just the price, the cost, adjustment cost is complicated. So, but for administration class, they are complicated. But for you guys, it's not complicated. It's just same thing like inventory. So do you guys is calculate inventory? You learn inventory?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you're good at the inventory, then you know, then you have no problem to calculate the adjusted cost, Like something, like for example, today you purchase one share a stock at $10 a share. Then tomorrow you purchase 50 share at $11. Then after that you sell, and after 1 month you sell it. You sell is 60 share at you 6 shares at $9. So you need, so sale price is the same. Sale price is 60 times 9. That's your sale price. You have to subtract your cost. So your cost, so 6 share. So this 60 share, your cost is $10 or $11 because we bought the two. One is $10, one is $11. So you need to find that price for that. Then the cost, then you can find the capital gain. Capital gain is like profit, like when you do counting, it's profit, like inventory, right? So I can tell you how to calculate that. That's easy for accounting student. So normally when accounting student, I'm teaching that. So for that business administration, I just give them, okay? So your $10 plus 100. Then for the next month you sell all of them. You sell 100 share at $12. So it's easy. So you purchase is one price, then you sell is one time, is one price. So it's easy. But sometimes it's not you sell whole things, you just sell part. Then you purchase again, then you sell part of them, then something like inventory, okay? So in this case, I think I just explained to you, you have knowledge, understanding, and then is some student is very help is they find out, then I give you knowledge, then it's for your review for inventory, right? Then some student, yeah. So I think in last year, in 2020, then the people they taking counting class, they take a payroll class, is East West College asked me to teach them. And then business administration or something is that gentleman teaching that the income tax for them. And because the one accounting student, the one class is only come to me is 2 weeks because they don't like that gentleman teach them. They says something wrong, something wrong. They teach it as a wrong concept. So they just protest. Okay, they says and they want to change teacher. Then that East West College call me. Okay, come to teach them. I gave them 2 weeks. Then they are very happy. They finish. That's another things. And there's some teacher. So I just take my work seriously. I just give you then this weekend, my daughter, okay, she studied at UC, then study status. Then she said she got confused. Then I say, okay, even I taught the status is 3 years ago. Okay, so I'm graduated university 3 years ago, more than 30 years ago. So I said, what's wrong? Then let me take a look. Then when I take a look, there's something wrong there. The teacher, instructor, they send them that is notes, okay? The example, send them example. Example is wrong. I find that that number is wrong. Then I feel that's not correct. Then I just try to search. Then finally I found it's wrong. Then I said, your teacher gave you that example is wrong. Why? How that the teacher can teach you? They give example is wrong, how you study. For the student, if your teacher find it wrong, you have to correct it, right? I give you a PowerPoint, then my PowerPoint definitely is not wrong. It's sometimes not update. It's 20. Now we're teaching you is 2021. Sometimes it is 20. Still is 2020 tax information. Then I just correct it. You correct it right away. Or when you present in class, you find something wrong, then you just correct it. Then you just send them right one to students. It's not that you just keep wrong. I don't know. That's the instructor. You know, it's for university student, the profession, the professor. The professor, they just doing that. Then I just give you I just see there's two things. One thing is this professor, he is not sure or she is not sure is wrong or not. Then she looks like wrong, or probably it's not. She's a copy somewhere. Then probably is not. If she's thinking she's not sure is wrong or right, so he doesn't do the correction. Another thing is that means she is not knowledgeable. Okay, that means she is not knowledgeable. Because she doesn't know is wrong or right. She's not sure, so she's not correct. That's the one thing. Another thing is she careless. She's not responsible for his or her job. She even finds this wrong. He just careless. So it's only two things we can now. Okay, I think it's 12 o'clock, and we do something here. Okay, so like this one, like see, okay, what's wrong here? Okay, let's see something here. Do you remember? Okay, just hold on. Okay, yeah. Do I share my screen? Okay, here.
No, ma'am.
Okay, here. Do you remember that we did off work from home due to COVID-19? And this one is I'm not update. So this one they says the full. I think that's just hold on here. That's 400. You know, in 2021, due to the COVID-19, up to maximum is 500. It's not 400. 400 is 2020. So this year is increase. It's 500. Okay. So this one is 500. That's the update. So for me, it's only update. So the update that because the CRA update their every year, the update their number. So I need update my stuff. So now we just do attendance sheet. So 12 o'clock, do attendance sheet. Is anybody have a question? You still can ask me question. Okay, and when we finish attendance sheet, if you don't have a question, then you're free to go. So number one.
Here, ma'am.
Okay. Number one. I think there's they have somebody sent me number six. Number six, they leave earlier. 16. Okay, number 16.
Ma'am, number 5 present.
Okay.